morning, you guys. Welcome to another weekly vlog. So I have decided to come outside for some morning stretches this morning. It's my first day, my first day back from vacation, mid-year vacation, June, whatever it's called. So yeah.
Jesus has to be like, okay, guys, man, you don't get it.
You don't get it?
Can you drink the cup that I drink from? Can you be baptized with the baptism? He says, can you endure the suffering that I'm about to endure? To which they say, because they're like millennials and Gen Z, they're like, of course, yeah, sure, we can do anything. Absolutely, we will. Yeah, we can. And he's like, you're right, man. You will suffer. Because you're associated with me in this world, you will have trouble, you will suffer. But to sit at my right and my left is not up to me. That's my Father. My Father has those spots reserved for the servants of this world. And he goes, you know who those who are rulers of the Gentiles, you know how they lord their authority over them? And so he's talking about the Romans. And if you don't understand in the first century what's happening is the Romans have oppressed the Jews. There's some real racism that's going on here, some real prejudice toward Jews in that first century. And the Romans had all the power. They were the government. They would tax the Romans, the Jews. They would kill them, crucify them, all of these things. So the Jews hated the Romans hated the Jews. And he's like, you know how the government exercises their authority over us? And they're like, yes. And is it time for us to turn on them? Is it time for us to flex on them? And he goes, no, it's not so with you. Whoever wants to be great among you. So if you're listening, you want to be great. He says, whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant. And whoever wants to be the greatest must be slave of all. That's an unpopular message.
Yeah.
Anything that you're specifically struggling with when it comes to eating or habits or anything like that. They don't focus on your weight or transformation at all like so many other programs do or trainers. You can do not disturb, but I find airplane mode.
I don't know if it's that exact number. The 780 at the end feels a bit weird. But I would say that my husband being dead feels like the same kind of impossible thing.
Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round in the same place. Can't decide.
Saving cream. At the Young Designers Emporium, just looking at dresses for the end of the year event. The formal address. Oh my gosh, the fact that I'm even wearing a wig is freaking me out. I'm not used to seeing myself like this. This one is really nice, but it doesn't have sleeves, and I like sleeves. Dresses with sleeves. So, green just might be the vibe for this one. A moment. gives me Ariel, Princess Mermaid vibes. Oh my goodness, when her dad gives her the power to the human, obsessed, but not the dress. Hi! Hey guys, welcome to Friday. Today my friend gets back to res, so I'm thinking I'll just spend the day playing tennis, and then when she lets me know that she's on her way, I'll go down to her res to help her move her things. But yeah, I don't really have plans for this day. I've been working on just some applications and planning out my semester, which maybe I'll do that again in the evening when I get back from my friend's place. But for now, I'm just gonna go be at the tennis court, maybe pray a bit. I'm not sure, but practicing. I feel like I'm getting better. I said this in the clip from the other day. I think I'm getting better, but it's just taking me a while to settle back into playing tennis actually. So yeah, not really excited. I really don't know how I feel. It's just a weird day today.
Fingers crossed. I want all the tears back that I cried. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going around in the same place. Can't decide. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you. Keep me waiting for you. Leave
discover who you are. Because the moment you can answer, this is who I am. Paul writes every letter, he says, Paul, an apostle by the will of God. If you had to write a letter, what would it be? Paul, who my mother says I am. Paul, Lynn, who my culture defines me to be. What would your letter be? What would your heading be? What would your identity be? It cannot be, Paul, whatever people ask me to do. Well, there are times that you have to do anything. Whatever you find to do with all your might. But you have to know who God called you to be. And you have to know who you are in the making. Because if you know God called you to be a doctor, you are not going to laze around at university. You are going to be disciplined. You're not going to be partying. You're not going to take it lazy. You're not going to take the easy road. If you know God called you to be a businessman, you are going to get your degree in 3 years, while other people take 5 years. You're going to